Welcome to today's podcast. We're diving into the fascinating world of the fasting mimicking diet, or FMD for short.
This topic's been buzzing, hasn't it? People are curious if they can get fasting benefits without actually fasting.
Exactly. So let's start with the basics. What is the fasting mimicking diet?
It's a meal plan designed to trick your body into thinking you're fasting, even though you're still eating.
Right? So you're not starving, but your body thinks it's in fasting mode. Clever science.
Absolutely. The goal is to provide essential nutrients while reducing calories, proteins, and sugars.
That's kind of like giving your body a fasting illusion, but with less discomfort.
Yeah, and people like that, it's less punishing than water-only fasting. You still get to eat something.
So what are the main benefits people hope to get from FMD?
Well, it's touted for supporting weight loss, better metabolic health, and even longevity.
Longevity is a big promise, but is there real science behind it, or is it just clever marketing?
There are some promising studies, mostly on animals and a few on humans, but it's still early days.
I read that it can help reduce inflammation and improve blood sugar levels. That sounds promising.
It does, but let's remember, most studies use specific FMD protocols, not just any low-calorie diet.
Good point. So what does a typical FMD meal plan look like?
Usually it lasts 5 days. The first day is about 100 calories, then days 2 to 5 drop to 700 to 800.
That's quite a calorie cut. What do you actually eat during those days?
The focus is on plant-based foods, lots of vegetables, nuts, and healthy fats. Very little protein or sugars.
So no steak and ice cream then?
Nope, sorry, unless you consider kale ice cream a thing.
I'll pass on that, thanks. But I like that it emphasizes healthy fats and fiber. That can help with satiety.
Exactly. The idea is to prevent hunger pangs while still keeping your body in a fasting-like state.
I imagine it takes some willpower though. 5 days isn't long, but it's not easy either.
True, but people say days 2 and 3 are the hardest. After that, it gets easier.
Do you think the mental challenge is as tough as the physical one?
For many, yes. Food is so emotional. Skipping your usual meals can be a real test.
I guess it's like running a marathon. The first few miles are okay, but the middle is rough.
That's a good analogy. But at least there's a finish line you can see.
So who should consider trying FMD? Is it safe for everyone?
Not really. It's not recommended for pregnant women, people with certain health conditions, or anyone underweight.
That makes sense. Always check with a doctor before trying something this intense.
Absolutely. It's a significant physiological stressor, even if it's temporary.
What about the commercial FMD kits? Are they worth it?
They're convenient, but pricey. Some people prefer making their own FMD meals at home.
That could be a good DIY project if you have time and patience.
Just make sure to follow the nutrient guidelines. It's not just about cutting calories.
Right, you can't just eat celery all day and call it FMD.
Exactly. Balance is key. Healthy fats, complex carbs, and very limited protein.
Speaking of protein, why is it restricted? Isn't protein usually good for you?
Protein triggers certain growth pathways. FMD aims to reduce those to mimic fasting more closely.
So less protein means your body goes into repair mode rather than growth mode.
That's the theory. It's like pressing pause on grow and switching to repair.
Kind of like a computer doing system maintenance instead of running new apps.
Nice metaphor. The idea is that short-term stress helps your body clean up and reset.
What about exercise during FMD? Should you keep up your usual routine?
Light activity is usually fine, but high-intensity workouts are discouraged.
Makes sense. You don't want to burn out when your calories are so low.
Some people prefer gentle yoga or walking during the 5 days.
I'd probably stick to stretching and extra naps.
Rest is definitely part of the process. Your body's working hard behind the scenes.
After the 5 days, what's next? Do people just go back to regular eating?
That's important. The transition back should be gradual. Focus on lighter meals first.
So maybe don't celebrate with a giant pizza right away.
Exactly. That could shock your system and undo some benefits.
How often do people do FMD? Is it a once-in-a-lifetime thing?
Some protocols suggest once a month, others every 3 to 6 months.
That's manageable, not like a constant diet, more of a periodic reset.
That's the appeal. It's a short-term intervention with potential long-term benefits.
But it's not a magic bullet, right? You still need healthy habits the rest of the time.
Absolutely. FMD isn't an excuse to eat junk food the other 25 days of the month.
I think that's a misconception. People hope for a quick fix.
Yeah, but sustainable health is about consistency, not just quick resets.
Let's talk about the psychological side. Do people report any mood changes?
Some feel more focused or clear-headed, especially after the first couple of days.
That's interesting. I suppose it's like a mental spring cleaning.
But for others, low energy or irritability can be a challenge.
So results may vary. Like most things in nutrition and wellness,
Exactly. Everyone's metabolism and mindset are different.
what about the cost? Those commercial FMD kits can be expensive.
They can. But some people see it as an investment in their health.
I guess it's cheaper than some spa retreats or medical treatments.
True. But you can also try a homemade version with good planning.
Do you think FMD is just a trend or will it stick around?
I think it has staying power, especially if more research supports its benefits.
But as always, moderation and personalization are key.
Definitely. What works for one person might not work for another.
Speaking of research, are there any risks or negative effects we should mention?
Apart from hunger and low energy, some people may experience headaches or dizziness.
So it's important to listen to your body and stop if you feel unwell.
Absolutely. And again, talk to a healthcare professional before starting.
Have you tried FMD yourself?
I have, actually. The first time was tough, but by the third day, I felt surprisingly energized.
That's impressive. I haven't tried it, but I'm tempted after hearing all this.
It's an interesting experiment, if nothing else, but preparation is key.
Any tips for making it easier?
Plan your meals in advance, stay hydrated, and have distractions ready.
Distractions like binge watching our podcast episodes?
Exactly. Anything to keep your mind off food.
To wrap up, what's your biggest takeaway about FMD?
I'd say it's a promising tool, but not a miracle cure. Use it thoughtfully.
I agree. It's about balance, using science to support, not replace, healthy habits.
Well said. And maybe next time we can talk about other fasting approaches.
Sounds good. For now, we hope we've answered your questions about the fasting mimicking diet.
And if you're thinking of trying it, remember, safety first and enjoy the journey.
See you next time, and keep those questions coming. We love exploring these topics with you.
Until then, stay curious and take care of your health.